Maranatha, my PBC family and friends. Pastor Brian here with another quick bite, living the word. Today, we're going to come again in our prophecies of the Messiah's birth, of Jesus' first advent and his life. And I wanted to take a look this morning at one that we're pretty familiar with, but one that actually has two parts to it if you really pay attention to it. And I apologize about not having a quick bite for us yesterday, guys. I accidentally left my tablet down at the church, and so I got it back last night, and so here we are this morning. Anyway, our prophecy comes from Micah chapter 5, and I'm just going to read to you what you know, the verse you know, you'll hear it, you'll recognize it, but then I want to talk to you about how there's actually a fulfillment of two prophecies in one here, all right? And it comes a little bit from study and history and things of this nature, so I hope you look these things up on your own. But the passage comes from Micah chapter 5, verse 2, and I'm going to read this verse to you because I want you to hear it. But it says, "But thou, Bethlehem Ephratah, though thou be little among thousands of Judah, yet out of thee shall come forth unto me that is to be ruler in Israel, whose goings forth have been from old, from everlasting." Okay, two things. Well, really three parts here, honestly, in this one prophecy. But the first one is, let's just get this one out of the way. The first one is that which was born, no, I shouldn't say that, him who was born, Jesus Christ, was God. All right, you see that right there. It says, his goings forth have been from old, from everlasting. In other words, there is no beginning and no end to him. And so this babe that was born was supposed to be God incarnate. So that's one of the prophecies we see there. Okay, now there's a lot of fulfillment in that. You can see a lot of those things as you read through the life of Christ, and as you understand who he was, who he said he was, some of the statements he made, just all these things like this, guys. You'll pick up on those things. That being said, though, the two I really want to look at is not one I didn't really look at. Come from a little bit of understanding the geography of the area. Why? Because we knew he was going to be of the tribe of Judah. We looked at that before, right? He had to be of the house of David, of the tribe of Judah. Okay, and so we knew that. But what is interesting is that it says where he's going to be born at. It says he's born in Bethlehem Ephratah. Okay, now that's important. Why? Because unlike a lot of us, well, not unlike us, right? There are many cities that have the same name. All right, there's many villages, many places that have the same name. Well, I shouldn't say a lot, not like every like a ton of them, but there were several Bethlehems located within Israel. All right, within that land, even within Judah itself. So the prophet here had to specify which Bethlehem was going to happen at, Bethlehem Ephratah, which is exactly where Jesus Christ was born. We saw that fulfilled in the birth of Christ in Luke chapter 2 and Matthew as well, but in just all his birth, but in particular Luke chapter 2, we see the fulfillment of that. So here again, our God was going to be born in a specific place. Not just randomly like, oh, this guy was born, he raised up, he seemed pretty intelligent, we kind of liked him, and we thought, well, he must be a prophet, he must be, something. No, this man, his life was specifically prophesied as to where he would be born. And what's amazing about that, of course, we know is that he had to travel from where his parents were or lived to be born there. But we'll take a look at that maybe another time. That being said, as always, remember, guys, that I love you, we love you, God loves you, and God's got this.